Hello guys, welcome back. In the last lesson, we took a look at link tags, how to add links to our HTML page. Now in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to add images to your web page. Now there are many reasons why you may want to add an image to a web page. You may want to include it as a logo, a photograph, an illustration, or a chart. Images basically bring life to a website. And when you want to add an image to a HTML document, we do that using the img tag. And this is a closed tag. However, it takes in attributes like the source attribute, where we put in the source of the file, that is the image we want the browser to display on the web page. And also we have an alt attribute that provides a text description of the image, which describes the image just in case the image does not display on the web page. So this is an example of what an image tag looks like. You can see the source attribute with the source value and the alt, which is the description of the image. And then what you get on the web browser is the image displayed. So let's go into practicals and see how we can add images to our website. So here I have an empty folder. So I'm just going to open it with VS Code. And then I'm going to create an HTML file, index.html. And then now I'm going to put the boilerplate for HTML using the doc tag declaration. So we can add a title here. We can just put HTML images, right? And then I'm going to have a heading here. So I can just put, so for the, I just put, let's say, top 3 artists in Nigeria. All right. So for our images, because I want to display it using an ordered list, you remember when I taught you about lists, we have the ordered list, unordered list, and the definition list. So we're going to use an ordered list here to display those images. So when we want to create ordered lists, we use the OL attribute, the OL HTML tag. And then in here we can have our list. So in this list, I'm going to put something here. I'm going to put Wizkid, and we can have an image here. So when we want to create and want to add images to our HTML, we use the img tag. So the moment you type img, you can see it brings it up for you. So you just click enter. Now we want to add the image to it. But before then, let me add the rest of what I want to be on my list. So I can put Burna Boy here, and then I'm going to have Davido here. Okay. So now we're going to create a folder where we're going to store all our images. And then what you want to do is go to your browser and download some images, because what we have here, what we're displaying here, is top 3 artists in Nigeria. So you want to download an image of Wizkid, an image of Burna Boy, and Davido. So in my downloads folder, I already have some images here. You can see them here, and I've renamed them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them from here. Remember, I already have an images folder in my project. So I'm going to go to the HTML project where I have images, and I'm going to paste them there. So once I do that, if I come back to my VS Code and open the image folder, you can see all my images here. So let's go straight ahead and add these images to our web page. So in this source attributes, what we're going to put there, before I even put the images in the source attribute, I want to show you what this alt attribute, what the work of this alt attribute is. So let's just go there and just put a description there. You can write image of Wizkid, image of Burna Boy. Okay, and here we can have image of Davido. Okay, so if I save this, now notice I have not added any image to the image tag. But if I open this on the web browser, you will notice that our images are not showing, but then the alt, what we have in the alt attribute is the description of the image, and that's what we have here. So in situations whereby your network is slow, and so before your browser is able to download the image to display it on the browser, in those situations, what you will see before the image gets uploaded is the description. So let's go ahead and add our images. So because my images are inside my folder, so the first thing I want to do is write the name of my folder, which is images. So once I do that, I'll be able to have access to each of the images I have in the folder. So I'm just going to go ahead and click rescape. So I have images slash, and then I can have burner, and then here I have images slash, and then I can have Davido. Okay, so now if we save this and come back to our web page, automatically the images are displayed on the web page. All right, so now you'll notice that one of the images is going beyond the width of the screen, and that's why we're having this scroll bar here. So what we can do to fix that is, another attribute that the image tag takes is the width attribute. So what the width attribute does is, whatever value you put in the width attribute, it is going to ensure that the picture does not extend that width. So if I put a width here and I put 50%, and then I'm going to copy this and add it to the rest of the image tags. So once I do that and I save it and I come to my web browser, you will notice that all the images have taken a width of 50%. Now everything looks uniform and it looks aligned. So this is how you can add images to your web pages. All right, so in the next lesson, we're going to look at forms, how we can add forms to our HTML. So till then, see you guys. Thank you for watching.